Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. I know I did. I was off today, but we got some great buddies here. If you don't know who they are, that on the far end, you guys have seen once. His name's Eddie. You guys have seen Daryl several billion times on the channel. This is Darrell's. So we're here for another review. They're in town. He's finally able to come hang out, and he is now local again. So we're going to jump up into another brand new bottle for his special birthday, which is tomorrow. He's going to be 26, guys. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button below. Become part of our huge family. We're going to with everything knows knowledge. And don't forget, we are only like 4 away from hitting 400 subscribers. I feel like we can hit that today after you see this. So just hit it below if you ain't done it yet, but we're going to drink something here. So
special effects. 400.
400. All right, so what we got here is the George Dickel 12 year. You guys can have that. So it is established in 1870, Cascade Hollow, tucked away by Time Mountains, and if you come down for a visit, you'll find not much has changed. Located in Tullahoma, Tennessee. I'm pretty sure I butchered the piss out of that, but that's all right. Come for the moonlight, stay for the whiskey. That's how George would want you to do it. It's a 12-year recipe. I'm assuming that means it's 12 years old at 45% alcohol, making that 90 proof. It is their sour mash whiskey made in Tennessee. George A. Dickel. In 1870, George A. Dickel began a journey in leading in the creation of his best Tennessee whiskey around. Finest quality, ain't nothing better sipping. And that is sipping with 2 P's and I-N. Ain't no other way. George believed that to make the best whiskey, an ingredient he needed most was time. And I agree. This is now probably the second or third whiskey that I've had on here that's probably 12 years or older. My scotches now go from 12 to 15 years, so I got a bunch of different stuff.
You know, speaking of that, anytime you hear about a good whiskey, what does it do? It's been aged. Anytime. So, yeah.
And the aging process starts from the very second that it goes into said barrel. So, on the back, bear with me on this one, it is actually very tiny, and I'm blind as it already is.
Same.
Superior 12 recipe, our superior number 12 recipe is a rich depth of flavor perfectly, I don't know why I said it that way, balanced perfectly with the signature smooth finish of George Dickel. The rich flavors of superior number 12 recipe come from the resting our whiskey in oak barrels for years and by chilling our whiskey before filtering it through sugar maple charcoal. In a smooth finish, 90 proof whiskey, you will find flavors of rich oak and subtle vanilla with hints of sweetness and smoke. Around here, we like to say, there ain't nothing better. And that's about all it's got on it. So we've already opened it. It does have a synthetic cork. It does not have a true cork, but that's okay. Like the synthetic's better. It doesn't dry out as bad.
Perfectly.
It's perfectly the best.
What do you think we're going to get out of this? What do you think?
So I've had the George Dickel 8 year before, guys. I probably won't, but we can link it in the bottom. I always forget. We did do the George Dickel 8 year, and I did enjoy it. It reminded me a lot of Jack Daniels, though.
Okay.
It had a lot of the. It is a sour mash. It is from Tennessee. They use a lot of the same grains, the same oaks, a lot of the same materials that go into each one are the same. But with this one being 12 years, I'm kind of having high hopes for it to be something closer to that Gentleman Jack style.
Well, you know, I hope that we get its own taste out of it, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it'll be like a Jim Beam, maybe. But, you know, I'm hoping we get its own taste instead of like another whiskey.
Yeah. We can go ahead and give it a pour, though. All right, we'll each individually pour our own drinks because I ain't stingy and I don't care. So the really cool thing, about this bottle, while they're pouring drinks and it's coming left to right, it is only $25. I think it was either $25 or $29. I can't remember. It's in that ballpark of high 20s, and it's a 12-year-old whiskey. So, I mean, you're getting what you get out of this. A lot of the times when you when you get your drinks, you get age, and when it comes with age, comes with price. So a lot of your better things sit for time and grow. So hopefully, just because this is a cheaper side of things, it's not terrible.
I'm already smelling.
I smell Gentleman Jack.
I smell a turkey.
Turkey?
A turkey, like almost like a Kentucky bourbon.
That smells like a Gentleman Jack.
Okay.
I smell the vanilla. It's almost like a rum vanilla.
Yeah.
Like dense. But it doesn't smell heavy, it smells light.
I'm about to say, if it's going to be light, and I guarantee it's going to burn a little bit.
Because it doesn't smell like it's one of those drinks that's going to burn, so it kind of feels like it's going to burn.
Yeah.
Because if you put your nose like right up on it,
Yeah.
it's just straight alcohol. But if you back off just a hair,
You smell that oak.
you get that nice bourbony oak.
I love that smell.
Nice and rich. All right, let's go ahead and give her a douse and see how she tastes.
Isn't it funny how, like, when you actually cut into an oak tree, it stinks, but you're sitting here smelling it, and it actually smells pretty good. But anyways,
I got one bubble that won't go away. It's just floating here.
I see it.
I seen that.
Bottoms up.
All right. And that was not bad at all.
No.
Jack Daniels.
Yep.
100%.
Jack Daniels.
Gentleman Jack.
And it's got a little bit of a twangy taste to it.
It's
Jack
sweeter.
doesn't have.
It's a little sweeter, and I think that comes from sitting in the barrels longer.
And it's more
Draws more out. But that initial hit to the tongue, Jack Daniels number 8 all day long. Number 7 all day long.
This would get me in trouble most definitely because it's very smooth. There's no bad aftertaste and there's no hard burn.
And it's 10% stronger than Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Definitely been in trouble, thank Tell you.
It's got an amazing color to it. I know we're a little further away than what we have been recently, but it has that nice like cherry look to it.
Yes, sir.
The oakness that sits in it. So the longer it sits, the more it has time to draw from the barrels itself. It's like putting a gummy bear in water. That gummy bear is going to absorb the water. So that's essentially the same thing as the barrels. They absorb some of the whiskeys. That's how they make their double cuts. Like Jim Beam, they take the pulls from their drawed out whiskey, or the barrels, and make a whiskey out of it.
Yes, sir.
So that's where you get that that scratchiness, like that roughness on the back end.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot from the barrels. Because you don't get that on a white barrel whiskey.
No.
It's a lot more thin. It's not as scratchy like an oak is. And I think it's because of the toughness of the wood.
Yes, this is a very good tasting whiskey, though.
And it doesn't burn like you think it would.
Nah. I mean,
there's a little bit.
You know, I can honestly say this. Okay, so I'm not a big whiskey drinker or a big liquor drinker. But here's my whole thing, like, and the reason why is because when I take a sip of whiskey, it's like it's hard for me to take that second drink. Okay, I took this. That first drink was easy. That second drink was easy.
Yeah.
I know sure as heck that third drink is going to be easy.
The only downside that I'm finding from it is it leaves my mouth a little dry.
That's what I like, though.
It does. It leaves my teeth and my mouth a little dry. I prefer something that makes me want more. Almost like having a good drink of soda and then your mouth waters for the next drink.
Well, maybe this would be a good mixer. Who knows? You know, you take it, you make yourself a Jack and Coke. Well, not Jack and Coke, excuse me, a George Dickel and Coke. But, you know, you make yourself a George Dickel and Coke or a George Dickel and Sprite. Who knows? I mean, maybe this drink would go great with that. Because I don't get a dry taste in my mouth for some reason.
I do.
It's rolling good with me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that's...
And that's the good thing about having 3 different point of views.
Yeah.
Is it's all different. So, Eddie, what is your actual opinion of the drink? Overall.
To me, it tastes like Gentleman Jack, but it goes down smooth, but it leaves my mouth dry, like you said. So, I mean, all in all, it's good. I think it could go with Mellow Yellow.
I feel like the proof doesn't hold.
No.
Like, for the taste, the proof doesn't hold what the taste is. It's one of those drinks, like both of them have said, where we could drink this whole glass and not necessarily noticed that it was closer to a 90 proof.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure it was. 45% alcohol, 90 proof. So, I mean, it's a little bit more stronger than your regular Jack. It has a lot of... I feel like there's a few more different flavors in there. I think, like you were talking about, the sweetness that's in there. You can definitely get that. I think that's coming from the vanilla. You have a little bit more of that sugariness in there that's coming from that. Almost like a extract, like an extract vanilla for like a snow cream type deal.
It's one of them drinks to say, hey, you know, if you want to absolutely not get drunk off your socks, but if you want to, you know, and you don't want something weak, you want to just get yourself a little buzz, you got yourself right here. Because it falls right between Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, and Wild Turkey.
And it's just in between $20, $30. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it's perfect.
And it's always cool. So for me, and you can ask these guys here, it's really cool to hear, like, yeah, man, I got a 15-year-old Scotch. I got a 12-year-old Scotch. Now I have a 12-year-old bourbon.
Yeah.
Only $25 might not be the best 12-year-old bourbon. But it's cool. Because if you think about it, 12 years ago, we were 14 years old.
Yep.
14, and he was 13. When this started their process, that's how old it was. That's the day of the weight in the barrel. So it's been processing that long for us to drink it
I
today.
never remember this drink.
Well, this wasn't even made yet, so you weren't drinking this at least.
Yeah, right.
That's our
Well,
PBR. Oh.
Hey guys, I'm really impressed. What do you rate it?
Out of all the ones that we've been doing for my higher aged drinks, I would have to give it like an 8. Solid 8.
I agree. 8 out of 10.
I give it an 8 too.
Solid 8. It's smooth. It's got that roughness to it that just kind of sits around. The aftertaste lingers long enough to where you get all the fulfilled flavors, and then it dissipates. It doesn't just end.
I already know the title of
It
this.
rolls.
George Dickel, birthday boy, got in trouble because he finished a shot before our last toast.
Hey,
It's fine. He's got plenty of shots coming his way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
So guys, if you don't know what it is,
Sorry.
it's Miller Monday. That means we're going to be going live for an hour later. But you guys know what we normally do? We do a shot for each subscriber. But today we're doing a shot for each birthday wish that Eddie gets
Yes.
is for him. I'm just shotting for subscribers. I don't know what D-Rail's going to do. He is the DD. So this is mostly we're going to see how drunk we can get Eddie tonight. But nonetheless, it is Miller Monday, guys. Catch us live here shortly after you see this going up. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We post We post videos every single day, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I screw that up every care. But guys, don't worry. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. We're hitting 400 subscribers. About to hit that concrete goal of 500 to hit that solid goal of 1,000.
Do have something to tell them. One thing before we
Right.
go off.
As always, what we normally do when we have guests on, we'll let them individually speak for their own independent selves. Before I close out this video, I'm going to let both of them put out their fancy-dancy stuff and what either one of them has to say about them, their channels, and what they do.
This guy.
Starting with whoever.
oh, you go first.
No, you go first.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, man.
So, guys, you already know. I mean, as usual, you know, Daryl Evans. I have YouTube, so on and so forth. But also wanted to tell you that this guy right here is going to be an uncle. So I want to let you guys know that. And
Uncle
yeah,
Dose.
he's gonna be Uncle Dose. So yeah,
Uncle Trace.
But like I said, you can find me anywhere, any platform except for Apple Music. I need to get on that. I know. I apologize. But other than that, yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I really haven't had time to do music with being back local, but now I'm gonna start doing some stuff. So I got platforms too: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. But y'all check it out. Set James Wall Music.
All of them will be attached in the description below. I'm going to put their Facebook accounts. Probably not all their Facebook. I'll put their YouTubes. And then I think their YouTubes both have their Facebook and Instagrams and all that fancy dancy stuff on it. Saves me from having to put a buttload of links in the bottom. So guys, go check out their YouTube channels. Go show them some love. Like you guys show me love. They do music. Both do country music, hip hop kind of genre type things. So go show them some love. But remember, guys, I buy it so you guys don't have to, and today we tried it so you guys don't have to. And if you enjoyed it and you have had it before, let me know in the comments what you use it for, what you drink it with, how you drink it, and just let me know. But till later, till next time, till always, guys, I love you. Cheers. Eddie sucks.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my fault.
But we grow every single day with it numbers and knowledge. Hit that subscribe button one last time, and I and him will see you very shortly on our live. And you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a great one. It's the biggest live we've done yet, and I'm very excited.
Just don't get me too drunk, okay?
Builds
No
character.
promises.
Don't worry, guys. He gets all night to sleep, and he's got a sleepy ride to the beach tomorrow, so he ain't got to worry about nothing. But
That's
guys,
right.
y'all are the best. I love you to death. You know who I am. You know who Daryl is. Now you know who Eddie is mostly. He's been here twice now. Guys, we love you, and I and him will see you again very, very soon. Catch you later, guys.